Remember when you was a little kid and you wanted to do what you wanted to do? But mom and dad wasn't having that. And they told you what you was gonna do, right? But in the back of your mind, you always had stuff you wanted to say. But you never did. Because you knew better. Well, on this podcast, we don't know no better. Welcome to our voice, 1stAmendment. And you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. And me. Let's get it.
So the next topic is father's rights or the lack thereof in women using their kids as pawns.
Man.
Why the word pawns?
Cause that's pretty much what. Alright, you play chess?
Yeah. I don't play.
You know the.
But
you know,
I
the
understand.
pieces?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the pawn. You don't mind
Right.
setting up a pawn to give away a pawn to
Right.
get the bigger fish.
If a pawn knew he was a pawn, he would be a pawn.
Kids don't know that their mamas using them as pawns.
That's true.
Trust me. So
That's
I
understandable.
agree to that statement.
So you gonna stick
that
to
child
that
knew
that
they
word?
wouldn't agree to it. I am gonna stick to it because that's exactly what they're doing. They're using their kids as pawn. Here, either you be with me, or you give me what I want, or you break up with that chick, or you can't see your son. That's using your child
Now,
as pawn.
would you
What's the
and
difference?
I get what you're saying with that, and I understand that.
And
Now I'm
I
gonna
go
agree,
all day on this.
ladies. I hate to say this, but on a lot of times I agree with the guys on this, only because I don't think a child should ever be used as leverage ever.
Pawn.
You shouldn't do that. You need to, as well as a father. We all know in raising a child how important the mother is, but I am a stern believer the father is just as important.
Especially for little girls.
Yeah, and for their sons too.
But especially little girls.
I'm more on the guy's side with this, and on the men's side, and real fathers, and men that step up to be fathers, stepfathers, men of the village that step in for those lost boys that don't even know their fathers. I'm on the men's side with this. I'm not for women using their children as leverage because she is still in her feelings. And I hate to say it, but there's a lot of that going on. I see it every day, and that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I go through it.
That's crazy to me.
Now,
I mean, get out of your feelings, co-parent, raise the child, make sure that child has a relationship with the father and the mother, and y'all have an understanding. Come to an agreement. There should never be something that a father should be left out of in that child's life, and a mother shouldn't be left out of a child's life. Give him the option.
Stop being so nice. Grow the fuck up. That's cause that's the problem. That is the absolute. The problem is you selfish, you childish, you miserable, and you a sack of piece of shit.
You just done took that.
I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna take it all the way there, man. And I'm speaking from the heart, cause I deal with this situation. I've been dealing with this situation my entire fucking life, and I'm tired of it. And I'm so passionate about this situation because I deal with this situation. I haven't seen my son in the last 6 years, currently now, and part of my anxiety that I'm dealing with right now is the fact that within the next couple of weeks, I plan on trying to set up a visit to go and see my son for the first time.
So you
since
already
my
got
mom's
the.
funeral.
You gotta already set your mindset for the
No,
rejection.
I ain't got to set my mindset for shit. They better let me see my motherfucking child, point blank, because Jermaine ain't having that shit no more, period. So I hope they listening. You just need to let me see my fucking child, period. But any man that keeps their child away from the mother, a willing and able mother that wants to be a good mother, that wants to be there for their child, and any woman that does the same, it's the scum of the fucking earth. I don't know no other way to put it. They the scum of the fucking earth. They beneath the fucking snake. They beneath the devil to me. They are the devil. They walking fucking many devils. You know why? Because they so fucking hateful and so selfish that they don't even realize that nigga or bitch, you ain't hurt nobody but that fucking child.
In the long
But
run.
you so selfish. Just so fucking selfish. And got so much hate in your fucking heart that you don't even take the time to even process that part of it. That, yo, my child needs both of their parents, just like I needed both of my parents, just like the next child needs both of their parents. There's a mother and a father for a reason. And I should be able to get over my feelings towards this individual to make sure that my son or my daughter sees his or her mother or father in the highest light possible. It ain't my job to degrade them, or the parent's job to degrade the other parent because they don't like them. It ain't the parent's job to keep their child away from them, or play name changing games, or won't let you see them, but they're posting pictures and shit with the next nigga with your kids, but you can't see your kids. You see what I'm saying? Like, male or female, I'm talking to both. I'm talking to whoever partakes. If that's you's a bitch, male or female. If you play them type of games with your child, because that's who you playing it with, because believe you me, at the end of the day, I know I can speak for a man, although we learn how to put that hurt and shove it take a while, and I'm sure it's different for different guys, but for me, it took me a while. But after a few years of realizing it wasn't shit I could do, and all them nights of crying and praying, I still can't see my son because this bitch bitter. It took that for me to realize, okay, you got to treat this sort of like a death.
Wow.
You got to learn how to cope with it and deal with it.
So who are you burying?
You are burying any thought or feelings you may have, just so that you can cope and make it to that day where you do see.
Towards who?
The child. You almost, not towards the child, but you almost try to black out the whole fact that you even got kids by this person. If I spent every day and every second truly thinking and feeling how I feel about the fact that every fucking baby mama that I've had, or mother of my child that I've had, they'll play some type of bullshit ass game when it comes to my kids, whether it was them as childhood or recently as adults. At some point, all of them except for that one that I'm married to. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm speaking on is from my experience. I hear a lot of other people's experiences, but I know what I'm going through, and I know what I'm dealing with, and I know why I'm dealing with it, and it's a fucking shame that anybody should have to deal with that. But the worst part is the fucking laws, the way the laws are written up, they enable those type of people to do those things. And if you notice, I'm being real careful in making sure I say people, because I don't want nobody to think that I'm woman bashing, because there's guys out there that might have custody, or they hanging something over the mother head threatening to take the fucking child because they mad at the bitch or don't like the nigga that she with either. And that's some hoe ass shit too. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure that y'all know I'm talking about anybody that does that is a piece of shit, but the law allows them to do it. For example, in the state of Georgia, and I found this out, and I'm gonna let you speak on this, but I'm real passionate about this. I found out the hard way about this law. This had to be like 2008, 9, maybe. My son, who I haven't been able to see in the past few years, at this point in time, when I was there, I was the one that did the schoolwork, picked him up from school to school. So I knew the teachers real well. The schools always knew me. I was present. You know what I mean? I was there. Shit went down. I wanted to leave. You know what I mean? We hadn't broke up a few times before anyway. So I'm like, you know what? I'm out. So I leave. First thing she like to do is pick a fight or either try to call the police on some bogus shit. to try to make a motherfucking statement. That's a whole nother topic too we're gonna get on. Cause to me, once you call the police one time, that you dead. If the situation is over, not you physically dead, but us, we dead. Like, don't even look at me. But when I go to pick him up, I was gonna pick him up and drop him off at home. And shit, when I was there, I picked him up. What's the difference? I should have been still pick him up. I get there, I knew something wasn't right, cause whenever you walk in the room as a black guy, and all the white people stop and look at you, and then that one old white lady just drop her head real fast, something up. So I knew something was right, cause it was like a black person walking in the saloon back in cowboy Indian days, like that record. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? That's how it was. So I was like, yo, what the fuck going on? Now, mind you, these were some of the nicest faces and most smiling faces any other day that I'm bringing him or taking him. So it was obvious something went right. Because they normally, hey, Jordan said, he's right here waiting on you. That's normally the reception. The day I walk in this motherfucker, that's what I get. I'm here to pick up Jordan. Mr. Wiz, I was like, man, I already knew what time I said, man, don't y'all start that shit, man. Please tell me you ain't finna tell me what you finna tell me. She was like, I can't let you pick him up. I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I said, let me guess. She said, I can't get him to pick him up, right? She was like, yeah. I said, well, I'm his father. So at that point in time, I'm young still, and I feel like every fight is worth fighting. I didn't know how to pick and choose. Fuck it, I'm in the battle, we finna fight. Fuck that. I feel strong about this. You wrong, I'm right. Not realizing that as the big black man with all the tattoos, you can't raise your voice of a certain decibel or raise your hands over your waist without white people being scared and shit and feeling threatened. You feel me? So it got to that point. So the police was called, and shit, I ready to buck with police. Honestly, cause I'm like, yo man, my motherfucking son, what the fuck you mean? Like I pick him up every day, been picking him up every day for the last 2.5 years. What the fuck make today any different? And why the fuck should I care that they called you?
Because she said.
No, I don't give a fuck. I'm her father.
Because the mother said. That's what you get at.
Right, because she said, right. So basically, what I found out that day is, as a father in the state of Georgia, because me and the mother had never married,
she's the sole.
I have no rights. But you can take my license and lock my black ass up for not paying child support for a kid that you gonna turn around the next second and tell me I have no rights to. Where is that okay? Why is that not fucked up for most people? You know why it ain't fucked up for most people? Because it enabled the scumbags that like to do shit like that to continue to do shit like that. And I hate to say it, sadly, the majority is women that do that shit. The majority of people that abuse the system and use that law to their advantage for guys like me that where they know I'm hard-bodied. I'm built tough. It ain't much that fucking faze me. But one thing that faze me is my kids.
Right.
And for a scumbag or a fucking person to know that and use that against me because you don't like me, that's wrong. It should not be stood for. The laws need to change. Because if you can throw me in jail for that same child that you telling me I ain't got no rights to, God damn it, I got every fucking right that she has. If my name on that fucking birth certificate, I should not have to go to some white man's court and pay no $1,500 to no goddamn lawyer for them to sit there and tell you what the fuck I can tell you. That's my goddamn child. That's my DNA. It was my fucking sperm. Why the fuck I gotta wait for a white man to sign a piece of paper to tell me I got rights to my fucking child? That's bullshit, and anybody whoever made that fucking law, they need to go to hell, and whoever follow that law can go to hell, whoever support that law can go to hell, whoever don't think that law should change can go to hell, and they can suck the devil's dick while they there. End of discussion. Next topic.
Everybody talk and everybody listen, but somehow the truth comes up missing. Everybody talk and everybody listen, but somehow the truth comes up